What's going on? Welcome back. In today's video, we're going to talk about file upload vulnerabilities. Specifically, we're going to lay down how to bypass file upload filters. So instead of, this room is called Upload Vulnerabilities, which is not part of CompTIA Pentest Plus. We finished CompTIA Pentest Plus. This room is, as you can see, consists of 12 tasks. It would go over uploading files to an insecure site, then bypassing two kinds of filters, the client side and a server side. I'm going to split down the room into two videos. In the first video, which is the one I'm currently doing, we're going to go over uploading files to insecure site plus bypassing the client side filters. And after that, a separate video for bypassing the server side filters, and we do the challenge at the end. So upload vulnerabilities here, actually it is when you can upload your own shells or your own files to a server without any restrictions. Or if there is a restriction, you are able to bypass it. So for example, I'm going to go over task 1 all the way till task 7. I'm going to stop at task 7 in this video. All right. So the first 3 tasks here, you should add these to your host file in order to do the challenge or the room. And next one, intro, third, methodology. I'm going to explain the methodology in a while. And then task 4, 5. Well, task 4 and 5 deals with an insecure site. We will be able to upload whatever file you want to upload, and to bypass, we're not going to bypass anything, just 4 and 5 in a secure site. The filtering starts in task 6 and 7. So let me demonstrate the task 4 and 5. So if you go here, as you can see here, we have an upload area, right? And I have an image background. So basically it's saying, if you want to test if there's a file upload vulnerability, you would first try to replace the image or replace a file. You know it does exist on the server. In our case, we know that the background image does exist on our server, in the server. So one way to try to see if we can replace that image is to determine its name. So we can inspect the elements, and you can see the name is mountains.jpg. So basically, if I go down and here select file, and I have a file that has the same name, it bears the same name. So I will try to upload this file, click open, and we click upload. As you can see, I have done that already, and it has been bypassed, or it has been replaced by my file. So this is the flag. We're going to grab this flag. So the thing is here, first we test to see if a file, we know its name on the server, if we can bypass replace it or not. Let's get back, overwrite existing files, put the flag. Okay, now what's the name of the image file which can be overwritten? So as you can see here, when we inspect, we see the image name is mountains.jpg. So mountains. Oh. That's the first test. Now the second one, remote code execution. So we're going to close that. This is a different address. So we have a different site, and this is the upload directory. So basically, if we find out that there is file upload vulnerability on the site, we would go ahead and straightforward trigger reverse shell. So basically what we would do, we first identify the upload path. Why? Because when we upload our shell, in order to trigger the connection back to our machine, we want to know, or we want to go to that file, right? Trigger it by putting the URL and knowing where the file does exist. So basically, we have to identify the upload path. So in this case, it's resources. How I have determined this? So basically, one way to determine the upload directory is to use GoBuster or Directory Buster. So it's a way of finding the directories on the server. Among these directories is the upload directory. So basically, GoBuster dir for enumerating the directories, -u the target -w the word list. You can see here a couple of directories. The one that we want is resources. So by navigating to resources, we see that our file is actually here. So what we would do, we would go back one more time, and here we select or upload the, what was it, the reverse shell or the web shell. So let's get back here, see what we need to do. So first here, as you can see, we have to answer this. What directory looks like it might be used for uploads. We have identified that it is resources. Now here, what's the flag? In order to get the flag, we have to get a reverse shell. So let's grab this on the right and start the work. So what we would do here, guys, we would say sudo nano shell. Okay, now yet we don't know if there is a folder on the backend or in the client side, but we have already been told in the challenge that there is no client folder or there is no file filtering or file upload folders, which means that we're gonna create the web shell and see if it will be uploaded successfully. So here we would say we would start the web shell by typing PHP simple web shell echo, and then we type system get request, and the parameter will be cmd. Okay, now we close the PHP tag and done. So let's upload this one. Select file, go to shell and upload. So file uploaded successful, which means there are no folders. So to navigate to the file, we gotta go to resources, shell. So here type cmd equal, and we pass in what we want. So ID, as you can see, the command has been executed successfully by the get parameter. Now we can try a reverse shell. So we would go back, command line, and see dash or sudo rlwrap, and see that lvp 4545. Let's get back and type which nc, see if there's nc on netcat on the machine. Let's try locate, nothing. All right, let me try this. nc and get back, find me the IP. And let's connect to that address. 4545. Not yet. I see one reason for that is there might be no netcat on the machine, right? ID and netcat. Let's see the output. Yeah, there is no netcat on the machine. So we can't actually just go about typing netcat here and expect a connection. There is no netcat. So how to do that? We can actually use PentestMonkey. Use a reverse shell instead of a web shell. So here it is. We're gonna go back. Okay, now we want the, let's search for that, find, or I'm not gonna waste time on that. It is already on the internet. Let's go and type PentestMonkey. I know I have it on the Kali, but I'm too lazy to find it. So I'm gonna just grab it from here. Yes, quicker. All right, take that. So here's sudo nano, let's name it PHP shell All right. So we need to modify two lines or two parameters. The first parameter is the IP. So I'm going to change that to my IP address. I'm going to type 2 and 0. I hope it's going to work. 4545. All right, upload now. Successfully uploaded. Resources, PHP, shell. No. So as I said, stuck. Okay, this is the IP. And now we replace that shell with our own. One more time. Upload. Resources. So we have this. Most probably have received the web shell now. Okay, so this is the web shell, the reverse shell. ID, data, pwd, ls, cd var, ls, cd ls, and this is the first flag, the second flag. All right. Now, so far, we have been tackling an insecure site. It doesn't filter or look for any abnormalities in the files being uploaded, so you can do whatever you want. Now, what if there were filters? So here, the type of filters, you can read them. Basically, these are the answers, very straightforward. Let's skip to the bypassing client-side filtering. So what's the challenge here is, let's get down. And by the way, these are all not answers, are examples. And to do the questions, to answer the questions, we have to stick the scenario here. The scenario laid down here is very different from this one in the, of course, the website. So we take that and we navigate. Split. Since you guys like to see more than one shell at the same time, I'm going to keep that one. Okay. Here. Now I'm finished with this one. Let me go to that one. So Java upload vulnerabilities. Here, assumingly, we have a folder in place. And the folder is a client side, meaning that the client side folders, the folder is being conducted on your side in the browser. There is nothing being conducted or filtered on the backend side, which means it's easier to bypass. Okay, so one way to bypass client-side filters is to intercept the request with Burp suite and then play with the extensions or the meme type. So basically, you know, when you upload a file, let's select a file that is not malicious, this one, and before invalid file type. Okay, let's turn on the intercept and get back, select file. What file is acceptable here? Let's inspect the element. So, as you can see, there's a filter, invalid file type. Let's trigger the error one more time and intercept the request with upload. So, let's see the response of the server. Intercept the response, forward. Okay, here's the response from the server. As you can see, invalid file type. It doesn't accept the type I am uploading. Okay, so let's use GoBuster to determine what are the directories on the server. Maybe we can find out what is allowed, what's not allowed. So we would take this. And the word list would be user share directory list to media. Okay, let's try. So we have images, we have assets. Let's try to navigate to images. Nothing in here. Assets. Let's click on GS, client-side folder. As you can see, we have a file called client-side folder. First load. Let's click on that. And this is the folder. As you can see, if you read through the folder, it filters the file type equal to PNG or okay. So basically, we have to upload PNG files. So if we try to see which file, so this one, if we just try to change the extension to PNG, all right. And if we get back to the console, let's leave the script as is. Select file. As you can see, it has been accepted. Previously, we have been getting invalid file type. Now let's fire the intercept and upload. So what is that? So basically, you can see it uses meme type image PNG to check on the content of the file plus the extension. As you can see here, this is actually the content of the file. Or okay, let's intercept the response now. See the response here. Okay, nothing. Forward success. If you get back to the browser, file uploaded successfully. So the allowed file is PNG. Why? Because we have seen that based on the folder used. Okay. Now, what we can do here, guys, we can just get back and get back to our reverse shell. This is the reverse shell, right? Now, if okay, I'm not going to continue the scanning. If we get back and change the port, since we are already using the 4545, we're going to change that to 4546. Okay, now we're going to change the extension now to PNG, so it's acceptable by the server, PNG. And since the folder here is a client side, it means that it's going to check on our end, okay? There will be no checks performed on the back end, which means that we can easily bypass this filter by changing the extension only, as you will see here. So if you select shell, this one, as you can see, it has been accepted. Now, one step left here is to intercept the requests, because we are not done yet. We gotta change this back to PNG, but we have bypassed the folder now, the client side one. It is accepted. Now the rest is to get this file uploaded. So upload. Now here we have, so we're gonna change that to PHP. Here PHP. Of course, this one's going to be X text. Is that right? Let me get back and check on the extension. PHP meme type. So it is application XHPT. Let's see this here. If you get back, no, not this one. So text X PHP. If we change that like that, is that right? No. So here is text. Okay, now if we forward, success. That is great. So the file has been uploaded. What's next is to navigate to the shell and we get the reverse shell. So intercept is off. Get back to the console, and here sudo rl wrap nc-lvp 4546 and type images. So this is our image, assumingly, of course, it's not an image. Click on that, and we will receive the reverse shell. That's right. So we have bypassed the client-side filter. So id ls cd var ls cd dub ls cat flag txt, and this is your flag. So the flag is right. Okay. So that was about client-side filtering and insecure sites. The next, we're gonna go over bypassing the filters when it exists on the server side, which is more difficult because we don't have controls over the server. What's happening on the server? Yeah, we can change on the client. What's happening on the client side, the Burp suite, whatever. On the server side, it's gonna be a bit tricky. So that was about today. See you in the next video.